Today I would like to present to you the secret of the Veda, the supreme conquest of immortality. So there are two stories, two major legends, which are constantly used in the Veda. And these are the legend of Angiras Rishis, our forefathers, the source of our souls, who came down here, representing all humanity, for this work, sacrificial work, to change and to transform the fallen emanations, to redeem them, to bring them back to their self-awareness. So if we look at these fundamentals, we will see that, as Aurobindo says, the conception of the dawn and the legend of Angiras Rishis are at the very heart of the Vedic cult and may almost be considered as the key to the secret of the significance of the Veda. So this is our major role, to come here as a group soul and to take a part in this redemption. The dawn is the Divine Mother who reaches out to us from the beyond to our physical reality in time and space to help us in this work. All the gods and godheads are her children. She is here to feed the growth of this flame of the Angiras Rishis, who are the sparks of this fire, so they will grow and extend their presence in the world. This is our purpose. Our souls will grow, come to the front, embrace the whole world, and reach to the beyond with the help of the dawn. So these two myths of the dawn and Angiras Rishis are the fundamentals. So what do they do? Let us look into what Aurobindo says. First I will examine the legend of Angiras Rishis. The language of the hymns establishes then a double aspect for the Angiras Rishis. One belongs to the external garb of the Veda. It weaves together its naturalistic imagery of the sun, the flame, the dawn, the cow, the horse, the wine, the sacrificial hymn. These are all the attributes of the Vedic sacrifice. The flame is the aspiration of our innermost being. The dawn is the response to that flame from above, the grace of the Divine Mother. The cow is the power of knowledge and consciousness, the illumination of our innermost consciousness. The horse is the power which is illumined by this consciousness. The wine is the bliss, intoxication by bliss and joy of existence resulting from these cow and horse, so to say, from the light of consciousness and its power. And the sacrificial hymn, the word. The word is self-expression of the ineffable. The other extricates from that imagery the internal sense. The Angirasas are the sun of the flame, lusters of the dawn, givers and drinkers of the wine, singers of the hymn, eternal youths and heroes who wrest for us the sun, the cows, the horses, and all treasures from the grasp of the sons of darkness. But they are also seers of the truth, finders and speakers of the word of the truth. And by the power of the truth they win for us the wide world of light and immortality, which is described in the Veda as the vast, the true, the right, and as the own home of this flame in which they are children. So the involved divinity, with the help of the intention of the group soul, is formulating and formating this fundamental manifestation of the divine in time and space through the flame calling to the dawn, through the lustrous of the dawn answering to the call. They give and drink the delight of existence, give to the higher powers, to the mother, to the faculties of the Divine Mother, who are the gods and godheads, and they sing and express the hymn of manifestation of the divine. They are also eternal youths. They are heroes who fight for us and rest for us, the sun hidden in the darkness, and the cows, the light, and the horses, the force, the power of life, and all the treasures from the grasp of the sons of darkness. So, Brihaspati is the master of the creative word. Brihaspati is the divine involved within the heart. If Vishnu is the divine uninvolved about the head, and Rudra or Shiva is the divinity involved in the nature, holding on his shoulders the whole manifestation, then Brihaspati is within the heart, in the depth of our innermost being. So Brihaspati is the master of creative word. The word is rising from the depth of the ocean heart. If Agni is the supreme Angiras, the flame from whom the Angirasas are born, Brihaspati is the one Angiras, with 7 mouths, the 7 rays of the illuminative thought, and the 7 words which express it, of whom these seers are the powers of utterance. So Angiras Rishis are the powers of utterance of the one Angiras, Brihaspati, the divinity within the heart. It is the complete thought of the truth, the 7-headed, which wins the 4th or divine world for man. The 4th world is the world of the supermind, by winning for him the complete spiritual wealth, object of sacrifice. Therefore Agni, Indra, Brihaspati, Soma are all described as winners of the herds of the sun. The herds of the sun, what a beautiful image. These are the cows, the rays of the sun, and destroyers of Dasyus, who conceal and withhold them from man. Saraswati, who is the stream of the word or inspiration of the truth, is also a Dasyu slayer and winner of the shining herds, and they are discovered by Sarama, forerunner of Indra. Sarama is the intuition which is running in front of Indra, the lord of the divine mind, and seeking for these hidden treasures in the darkness, who is the solar and dawn goddess, and seems to symbolize the intuitive power of the truth. Usha, the dawn, is at once herself a worker in the great victory and in her full advent its luminous result. Usha is at once herself a worker in the great victory. She is promoting this work, and in her full advent its luminous result. What a beautiful image. The Divine Mother does all the work and is the final result. As Sri Aurobindo says, when the Mother is found, all is found. When the Mother is realized in this world, all is realized. Sri Aurobindo dedicates a lot of lines in The Secret of the Veda to the Divine Dawn. It is his favorite because the Divine Dawn represents the action of the Divine Mother in time and space. Usha is the Divine Dawn. For the sun that arises by her coming is the sun of the superconscient truth. The day he brings is the day of the true life. In the true knowledge, the night he dispels is the night of the ignorance, which yet conceals the dawn in its bosom. Usha herself is the truth, Sundrita, and the mother of truths. These truths of the Divine Dawn are called her cows, her shining herds, while the forces of the truth that accompany them and occupy the life are called her horses. Around this symbol of the cows and horses, much of the Vedic symbolism turns. For these are the chief elements of the riches sought by man from the gods. The cows of the dawn have been stolen and concealed by the demons, the lords of darkness, in their nether cave of the secret subconscient. They are the illuminations of knowledge, the thoughts of the truth. All our thoughts of the truth are stolen by these demons, by these lords of the darkness, and stored in the subconscious cave. Gavo Matayach, the thoughts of light, which have to be delivered out of their imprisonment. We have to take them back into our life. Their release is the upsurging of the powers of the Divine Dawn. With the recovery of the Divine Dawn, we recover the hidden sun in the darkness. It is also the recovery of the sun that was laying in the darkness. For it is said that the sun, that truth, was the thing found by Indra and the Angiras in the cave of Panis. By the rending of that cave, the herds of the Divine Dawn, which are the rays of the sun of truth, ascend the hill of the being. And the sun itself ascends to the luminous upper ocean of the divine existence, led over it by the thinkers like a ship over the waters, till it reaches its farther shore. The Panis who conceal the herds, the masters of the nether cave, are the class of Dasyas who are in the Vedic symbolism set in opposition to the Aryan gods and Aryan seers and workers. The Aryan is he who does the work of sacrifice. Aryan means the noble one, the one who always rising in consciousness, who engages the spiritual power in constant transformation of life, finds the sacred word of illumination. So the Aryan is he who does the work of the sacrifice, who finds the sacred word of illumination, the sacred power of self-expression, desires the gods, and increases them, and is increased by them into the largeness of the true existence. He is the warrior of the light and the traveler to the truth. Aurobindo says that man is the ever-advancing pilgrim, translating from the Rigveda. In his own way, he says the man is a transitional being. It's not the final product. It's a pilgrim on the path to the truth. On Dasyus, Aryans and gods. The Dasyus is the undivine being who does not sacrifice, amasses a wealth he cannot rightly use, because he cannot speak the word or mentalize the superconscient truth, hates the word, the gods and the sacrifice, and gives nothing of himself to the higher existences, but robs and withholds his wealth from the Aryan. He is the thief, the enemy, the wolf, the devourer, the divider, the obstructor, the confiner. The Dasyus are powers of darkness and ignorance, who oppose the seeker of truth and immortality. The gods are the powers of light, the children of infinity, forms and personalities of the one Godhead, who, by their help and by their growth and human workings in man, raise him to the truth and the immortality. Once more, the gods are the powers of light, the children of infinity, forms and personalities of the one Godhead, who, by their help and their growth and human workings in man, raise him to the truth and the immortality. Thus, the interpretation of the Angiras myth gives us the key to the whole secret of the Veda. In one more slide, and I will stop here. The ultimate goal of this creation. Immortality was sought by sages and yogis from the beginning of time as the ultimate solution for our search, for all our search. The very secret of it, the path to it, was first discovered and laid out for us by our ancient divine forefathers, Angiras or Rishis, who, with the help of intuition, Sarama, the illumined mind of Indra, will of Agni, word of Brihaspati, and the supreme bliss of Soma, discovered the divine light of the superconscious truth in the cave of subconscious darkness. They made 7 streams of consciousness flow freely and found the luminous herds and the dawn and the sun and a new heaven. the treasures of the superconscious truth by conquering Vritra, destroying the cave of Vala and slaying robbers, Panis. This is the vision of the legend of Angiras or Rishis.